Welcome to the show. I'm afraid today is another seed sowing day, but I hope you find it interesting. Let's go. Okay, so we're on the bedroom windowsill. It's south facing, so all my delicate stuff is brought on here. Things that can't just go down to the greenhouse. Everything needs quite a high temperature to germinate, usually above 20. But once they've germinated, you can bring that temperature down. Not drastically, but you can start bringing the temperature down. So once they have germinated in the kitchen, a lot of things now come up here onto the windowsill. So these are the aubergines that I planted. You may remember if you've watched the potting on, I killed one or two in the process of potting on, but that's why you oversow. Oversow by about 40 to 50% to allow for your spoilage. I have also this year planted up a planting pocket. I did splash out on plants from the garden centre, but they're very cheap when you buy them small. This is in place of hanging baskets. So because they're so narrow, I could plant them up now and sit them in the south facing part of the windowsill. Okay, so my aubergines, I want 4 or 5 now. So each little pot is now going on the windowsill with a bottle over it with a piece of paper taped on. It really is just a piece of paper taped on, see? And this is to reduce the amount of turning I have to do, because the plant should get reflected light. There's another one here. So I'm going to carry on doing that. I shall see you in the next segment. Hello, we're in the kitchen again. I'm going to do a bit of sewing, but I'm also going to repot the aubergines because I was suspicious of these pots, but I don't think they're doing very well in them. Look at all that mould, and they feel a bit cold. So what I'm going to do is repot these. But first, I'm going to finish making some labels that I made out of milk carton. So here we go. I'll just put, oh sorry, let's put you down there. Here we go. Bit of milk carton. Oh. Make a point on it. At the thickish end. One plant label is from recycled materials. Okay, so I've got some little pots to put these on. I did have my suspicions about these pots. Look at that. Look how mouldy it is. Bleh. So I'm going to put each of these into another pot. Just tear that one off. It can go in the bin very carefully so I don't tear any roots. Okay, pop that in there. hopefully, nope, you get out, I don't like you anymore. Hopefully they will be happier now. The roots will be a bit cozier. So that's one. And I eventually just want 2 or 3 of these plants, 2 for my allotment, and hopefully take 1 or 2 down to the kirk. I do need some indoor growing space down there for these. Another pot on. That feels cold. Not good. Go. Get that tucked in. Oh, that looks better. There you go. Happier? And 2 more. Come on, gently, gently. Get you in there. There we are. Tucked in. And last one. There we are. Don't want the big stick. Stick the aubergine label in one of them. There we go. Carefully remove that. Top it up with some nice compost. There we go. And let's take them upstairs. Okay, so here we are on the bedroom windowsill again, and I have repotted those little aubergine plants and put a little label in, the homemade ones that I showed you. Okay, all in there. The piece of paper to reflect light. And here I have things that these will be going in the greenhouse or the polytunnel because they're a bit delicate. You can't plant them outside. There's these flowers. Don't need a top on. They just need to be on this windowsill for a few more days. And then they will be going down to the greenhouse. And in here we have some signs of life. The purple kohlrabi are up, so they are now on the windowsill. Now the kohlrabi and the celeriac are members of the brassica family. So I am guessing, although I've never grown these before, I am guessing that they are as hardy as the brassicas. So they will be going down to the greenhouse soon, and then they will be getting picked out as soon as they are big enough. Hello, back in the kitchen. Bit more sewing, I'm afraid. But I'll talk you through it. I've done some prepping, so you've not got boring stuff to watch, hopefully. I'll just put you down here so you can face what I'm doing. And this is my watering bottle that I made out of juice bottle. My little mini watering can thing. I will talk you through what I'm sewing and where I'm sewing it. There we go. Everything I could pre-soak. Okay, Okay, so the first thing I'm going to sew is teasel for the wildlife. I'm not going to put that. I've never looked at teasel seed before. Let's have a look. Ooh, lovely. I'm going to put that in this 8-cell thing here. I'll sprinkle some on each. There we go. So all the teasel are in. There we are. Lovely. A little sprinkle of dry compost on the top of that. Pat it down so that the seeds come in contact with the, I keep saying soil, compost. I think soil's just easier to say. There we go. All come in contact, make sure there's none to be seen. Okay, and the next thing to be sewn is the first lot. Now when I sew something and the packet's empty, what I like to do is put it in the back of the seed box, and then I've got it to refer back to. So that's what I was just doing there. Okay, so now we have some beetroot. I'll just put the teasel label in the teasel. That's one of my homemade labels. I'm going to put 2 seeds of the beetroot into each of these, maybe 3, 2 or 3 in each, because I like to do multi-sow. I multi-sowed last year and it worked out very well. You just kind of carefully twist out the biggest one as they grow. One will always grow bigger than the rest. And yeah, you twist out the big one, leave the other 2 to grow, and it works very well. You get a lot of crop in a small space. Oops, come out of there you. There's already 3 in there, don't be greedy. There we go. And I'll successional sow beetroot as well. And I'll just find spaces for it as I go along. I do have a rough guide to what I'm planting where this year for my major plantings, like the sweet corn and the pumpkins. But all these successional sown things, they are just going to be find a space. Make sure that I don't leave empty spaces by always having something ready to go in. Okay. Now this is tomatillos, and they came free in a magazine. And a lot of people have warned me that they're pretty rampant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a go at growing them to grow up the fence in the garden rather than anywhere on the allotment. So I'm going to give them a go. I don't know how many seeds are in there. I bet it's 2. Let's see. Tomatillo seeds come out. How many tomatillo seeds do I have? Oh, it's more than 2. Okay, very small. Hello, David. Hello. So I'm popping 2 in each of these. Yep, there's 2 in that one. 2 in that one. 3 in that one. And 2 in that one. Cover little compost. Now it does say that this needs some shelter, so I'll be putting them the top on. And the last thing I'm sewing today, and my Morrison sewers on, they're going in the back of the box. The empty seed packets. And now I'm just going to sew some saved sweet pea seeds from last year. I found these wage slip bags. They're perfect for keeping your seeds. So I'm going to sow, I don't know, a good amount. About 7 or 8 in each. That's plenty. And they will be going back in the flower section. Pardon my absence. Flower section, and here we are. Flower section. And covered with a little compost. A lot of people like to soak these seeds, but I never soak them and they always come up. So all last thing to do is get the tray, put that in there, like that, like that. I don't think these are going to go in there, are they? Oh well, there we go. That there. Oh, hang on, I might have to take these out. There we go. Make sure I put the labels in. So this is the tomatillos. This is the beetroot. And this is the sweet peas. And that get a lid on. So anything that's delicate is covered. Bob's your uncle. Oh, thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And remember, the most beautiful thing in your garden is you.